So, namaste everyone. I'm Anjali Karki, the president of Math Nepal, an organization which works to build an e learning platform in Nepal through research, content creation, digital networking, and rural tutoring. We are working to build an intellectual mathematics platform in Nepal where we connect students to learn concepts, share ideas, participate in international competitions, and be confident in mathematics. Along this journey, we have worked in building Olympiad preparation courses, organizing on one-to-one guidance session, mentoring students to participate in math competitions, and identifying social problems and addressing them through the lens of mathematics. If you are interested in learning more about us, you can visit our Facebook page or Discord server or follow us on YouTube. You can also learn detailedly about us through our website, which will be launched by the end of this September. So please be connected with us. Although having done all this hard work, we believe that an intellectual platform cannot be formed without providing an exposure to our learners. Therefore, we added a project called Global Networking upon our plan of action. Under this project, we aim to conduct different series like the Crack Math Olympiads, Rural Outreach, and the US Undergraduate Application Guide. Our aim is to narrow the bridge between Nepalese students and rest of the world, primarily through the lens of educational advocacy. Therefore, on the behalf of Mathful Nepal, I am extremely pleased and would like to express my heartfelt gratitude to all our viewers who have supported us today. So, today is our first session, of course, the first of many sessions of the US Undergraduate Application Guide series. We are very privileged to have Miss Anjali Karki, a freshman at Wellesley College, Massachusetts, for this session. She completed her A levels from Budanilkonta School back in 2020 and got admitted to Wellesley College for majoring in computer science with a full ride scholarship. As the theme for today's session is getting started, she will walk us through the US college application process while also giving helpful insights from her successful journey to Wellesley College, one of the top ranked liberal arts colleges in the United States. I'm looking forward to listening for her. So, without further ado, I would like to leave this space and invite Anjali to take this session ahead with her presentation.
Hello, everyone. Good afternoon. Aditi already introduced me. So, I'm Anjali Karki, a freshman at Wellesley College. Um, I'm majoring in computer science, and I'm excited to give this presentation. So, first of all, I'm going to tell the points that I'll be basically talking about in this presentation. First is like there are overwhelming numbers of US colleges and universities that you can choose from. So, it is important that you make your college list very appropriate for you. So I'll be talking about choosing the best fit, about the general application process to US colleges and universities, and then I'll be discussing the important components, like what makes the college application an application, a good application. So that's it. And then lastly, I'll be giving few of the tips and insights on personal essays and supplement essays, all from my experience. First of all, choosing the best fit. As I told you, there are overwhelming number of US colleges and universities that you can choose from. So it's so important to find the best fit for you. So what should you keep in mind while making a college list? The first one, the most important of all, you have to know your budget. First, first things first, you have to discuss with your families, um, other like people who are willing to sponsor you or whatever, like what is your total budget that you can afford to pay towards your educational expenses for your undergrad. I assume like all of the viewers are like planning for undergrad. So yeah, it becomes important while like college research garda hai say it's so important that you research those colleges which fit the amount of money that you can pay. So एकदम धेरै एड दिने कलेजहरू पनि छ है, स्कलरसिप दिने कलेजहरू छ. There are other colleges which don't give you much scholarship. So it becomes important to keep in mind while you research the colleges. So त्यही अनुसार रिसर्च गर्नुपर्छ. So you have to research the financial aid part of any college that you're looking up in the internet. And then next comes academic interest. So you have to find the college that offers you the subject that you're looking for. Otherwise, like मेरो एक्सपिरियन्स चाहिँ थियो कि लाइक लास्ट टाइम हाम्रो ब्याचभन्दा अगाडिको ब्याचमा चाहिँ के भएको थियो भन्दाखेरि दाइ दिदीहरूले they looked up for colleges, they liked them so much, but अनि फाइनेन्सियलहरू सबै मिलेको थियो कि बट लास्ट मोमेन्टमा आएर they found out that they those colleges didn't actually offer them their subject of interest के त्यस्तो चाहिँ हुनु भएन सो सुरुमै एकाडेमिक उनीहरूको मेजरहरू माइनरहरू के दिन्छ त कुन कुन सब्जेक्ट छ भनेर चाहिँ that's important. So you have to keep this in mind while you research your colleges. Next is class size. So there are basically colleges and universities in US. So college भनेको चाहिँ it's just for undergrad degree, okay? Like masters and PhD or students हुँदैन. But then universities do have that. And universities ma usually like population एकदम धेरै हुन्छ. Student size it's like way too much. And in like undergrad मात्रै हुने कलेजहरूमा चाहिँ क्लास साइज अलिक थोरै हुन्छ कम्पेरिटिभली सो यदि क्लास साइज सानो भएको कलेजहरू चुज गर्यो भने चाहिँ you get to have individualized attention from the professors, from the faculty, like extra resourcesहरू easily रिच हुन्छ तिमीमा सो आई थिङ्क स्मलर क्लास साइज भएको चुज गर्नु इज इम्पोर्टेन्ट बट अगेन इट डिपेन्ड्स अन पिपल इफ युआर फाइन विथ लर्निङ इन लाइक लार्ज मास त्यो हलमा एकदम धेरै स्टुडेन्ट्स भयो एन्ड देन प्रोफेसर इज स्पिकिङ इन अ माइक यदि त्यसमा पनि आइम फाइन भन्ने हो भने द्याट्स अल्सो ओके है it depends on people so this is one of the important thing and next is faculty yeah कस्तो भन्दा कलेज रिसर्च गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ आई थिङ्क फ्याकल्टीको पनि रिसर्च गर्नु इज इक्वली इम्पोर्टेन्ट बिकज देयर आर लाइक मेनी स्टुडेन्ट अपर्च्युनिटिजहरू हुन्छ होइन ओर लाइक फ्युचर प्रोस्पेक्टमा भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ आई थिङ्क फ्याकल्टी प्लेज एन इम्पोर्टेन्ट रोल इन लाइक कनेक्टिङ यु टु स्टुडेन्ट अपर्च्युनिटिज के त्यही भएर सुरुदेखि नै फ्याकल्टी कस्तो छ भनेर पनि थाहा पाइराख्ने एन्ड हाउ डु यु डु द्याट इट्स थ्रु अलम नेटवर्क alum network say I think when you go to a particular college website or something there is always an option called like हुन्छ नि alumसँग connect गर्ने सिरिजहरू हुन्छ कि where you can actually interact with the current students or the alumni from that college. So if you do that and find out more about that particular college, then you're getting direct like first hand information भयो नि त सिधै कलेजबाट तिमीमा पुगिरहेछ नि त so they talk through their experience and I think you can know more about every aspect of that college or university and also त्यो त करेन्टको like कलेज थाहा पाउन भयो but then आफ्टर द्याट अल्सो है अलम नेटवर्कले चाहिँ कस्तो फ्युचर प्रोस्पेक्टमा जबहरूको लागि भयो पछि इन्टर्नसिपहरूको लागि भयो होइन त्यस्तो कुरामा चाहिँ एकदम हेल्प गर्छ सो नो लाइक हाउ स्ट्रङ इज द अलम नेटवर्क अफ द पर्टिकुलर कलेज द्याट युर लुकिङ फर सो त्यो भयो एन्ड देन लास्ट लोकेसन प्लेज भेरी इम्पोर्टेन्ट रोल बिकज नेपालबाट युजली चाहिँ कस्तो भन्दा कलेज रिसर्चमा अलि हुन्छ नि दे डोन्ट डु द रिसर्च प्रपरली एन्ड देन दे एन्ड अप कमिङ टु colleges or universities that are in very remote location के एकदम रुरल ठाउँमा भएकोमा आउने रहेछन् कि and what happens when you do that is you don't get as much opportunities as you get in a location that's in a college or university that's located in a city or ali urban area ma bhako college ma jati chai opportunity paundaina ke so it becomes important I would recommend you to look for colleges that are more in the city area and student opportunities I've touched on this the student opportunities pani I think every website provides you every college website provides you with what kind of student opportunities they have in their college it's important like to figure out what kind of opportunities would be helpful for you, and then select accordingly. Next is the process. So general application process, कस्तो हुन्छ त? How do you apply to US colleges after you're done with making a college list and um, like figuring out how much you can pay, what kind of college suits you. After you're done with that, what is the process to apply? So the most common one is a common application. Um, the common.app.org भन्ने website छ. That's a platform through which you can create one application. तिम्रो सबै डेटाहरू मागेको हुन्छ there, your personal information, family information, your educational background, essays. That's where you write, fill in everything, and then you submit that one application, which is the common application, to maximum 20 colleges. एउटै प्लेटफर्मबाट एउटै एप्लिकेसन चाहिँ 20 कलेजेसमा सबमिट गर्न मिल्यो. So that's the most easiest one. अनि अर्को चाहिँ I found out like टेक्ससको धेरै जस्तो कलेजहरूले चाहिँ कलेज युनिभर्सिटिजहरूले दे युज अप्लाइड टेक्सस भन्ने प्लेटफर्म है, appliedtexas.org, I guess. I'm not quite sure, but you can look it up in the internet. Applied Texas part पनि it's similar to Common App where you fill in every information and then they application say you submit to different colleges त्यो भयो. And then last is some colleges and universities they don't accept Common App or Applied Texas, and you have to use their specific application भनौँ न. So कलेजकै वेबसाइटबाट they have like given the criterias and everything and the process like instruction or सबै दिएको हुन्छ. For example, MIT uses their own specific application portal. So उनीहरूको आफ्नैबाट गर्नुपर्छ है, स्पेसिफिक त्यो कलेजलाई मात्रै गर्नुपर्छ. So that's it. You have to look up while researching the college application सुरुमै admission process चाहिँ के हो भनेर, what kind of application they accept and what is the process भनेर सबै डिटेलमा दिएको हुन्छ. You have to look up that as well. Next, components. Here I'm basically discussing about the components of common application that I went through while doing my college application. So there are basically four components, main components that determine the strength of your application. So first one, like obviously grades, they play very important role, most important role नै भन्दा हुन्छ. फर्स्टमै तिम्रो ग्रेड नराम्रो छ भने लाइक युजली कस्तो हुन्छ, लाइक एप्लिकेसन एडमिसन अफिसरमा एप्लिकेसनको लाइक पाइलअप आउँछ होइन. एप्लिकेसनहरू त धेरै लाइक इट्स सो कम्पिटेटिभ नि त. अनि फर्स्टमै फिल्टर गर्ने भनेको आई थिङ्क इट्स थ्रु ग्रेड्स के. अनि ग्रेड्स राम्रो छ भने you move on to the next phase of like selection process. And grades राम्रो छैन भने there's a high chance that you may be thrown out right from the first step. Okay, they were grades play very important role in your application. Next, extracurricular activities. Okay, grades ठिकैको छ होइन, यदि बिग्रिहाल्यो भने पनि you don't have control over them after your exams are over and everything. So um, what you can do is you can strengthen your application by focusing on other parts of the application, like extracurricular activities. Extracurricular activities, say in Common App, you can fill in 10 of the most, like the activities that are of most importance to you. त्यो 10वटा extracurricular activitiesमा चाहिँ you have to fill in तिमीले कति टाइम दियो इच एक्टिभिटीलाई, what you did, what you accomplished through that, why you enjoyed doing that and everything है, त्यो सबै फिल गर्नुपर्छ. But then there is like limit छ number of charactersमा. So in like shortest possible sentence or phrase, you have to describe what you did and how much, for how long you did that and why it mattered to you. So त्यो सबै भयो. अनि इट प्लेज अ भेरी इम्पोर्टेन्ट रोल जस्तो लाग्छ है, किनभने ग्रेड्स दे सो यर एकाडेमिक पार्ट, तर एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलर एक्टिभिटिजले चाहिँ तिमी क्लासरुममा मात्रै लाइक लिमिटेड छौ कि you work for your passion, you give time for your like extra activities as well भन्ने देखाउँछ कि कतिको डेडिकेटेड छौ तिमी आफ्नो passion प्रति, or like yeah, how much you dedicate yourself to the things that you love. So त्यो भइहाल्यो होइन, so it's very important. And then essays, there are like two main kind of essays. There are personal essays and supplement essays. Personal essays, as the name suggests, personal, it's very personal, and it has very like wide range of topics that you can choose from. Promptहरू छ, um, 8 prompts, I guess. त्यो promptहरूबाट you can choose any one, and then write about yourself. Personal भनेपछि you write about yourself. I'll discuss later like what are the points that you have to keep in mind while drafting your personal essay. And then supplement essays. अब यो दुइटै एसेजहरूबाट चाहिँ actually what colleges and universities are looking for is your values के, तिम्रो भ्याल्युजहरू के हो त, like what matters to you and who you are. It's a like open chance for you to show to the colleges and universities like who you are, okay? तिमीलाई त्यो कलेजले चाहिँ किन लिनु पर्यो त होइन, why you are the best fit for the college and why that college is best fit for you. So that you have to narrate a story about yourself or any aspect of you, so that the colleges and universities get to know you better. It's a chance to show them. So त्यो भइहाल्यो. Then another very important part is recommendation letters. So यो सबै grades, extracurricular activities, essays, these all things you are filling out yourself, and you are telling all about yourself to the college. But recommendation letters मा चाहिँ it is someone else talking about you. So त्यो भयो भने के हुन्छ, why, what is the purpose of this is like mainly to add the credibility to your application that you have prepared होइन. Grades, extracurricular, यो सबै गर्दाखेरि remember, while making a total like whole college application, you're actually telling a story about yourself to the colleges and universities. So त्यो बेलामा चाहिँ त्यसलाई चाहिँ अब यदि if there's someone who can हुन्छ नि add on to that and say that like त्यसलाई चाहिँ अलिकति भ्यालिड बनाइदिन्छ कि तिमीले लेखेको सबै फिल आउट गरेको इन्फर्मेसनहरूलाई चाहिँ, if there's someone else to talk and add on to that, it becomes more credible. कलेजेसहरूले चाहिँ बिलिभ गर्छ कि तिम्रो एप्लिकेसनलाई चाहिँ. So that's the point of recommendation letters, and it plays a very important role, eh? And also when you're like requesting teachers to write recommendation letters for you, it's very important that you choose the right teacher. By right teacher I mean like who knows you the best होइन, जसले तिमीलाई धेरै क्लोजली चिन्नु भएको छ, with whom you're very close. And then also at the same time it's important that you consider how well that can that teacher write. त्यो लेख्न पनि जान्नुपर्छ कि. मेरो केसमा पनि के भएको थियो भन्दाखेरि like I gave to like two of the teachers to write my recommendation letters for me, but lastमा मेरो इडी एकदमै बिग्रेको थियो कि. लाइक देयर आर 2 cycles अफ एप्लिकेसन प्रोसेस. युएस कलेज युनिभर्सिटीको अर्ली साइकल हुन्छ, रेगुलर साइकल हुन्छ. अर्लीको डेडलाइन अर्ली हुन्छ एन्ड देन रेगुलरको चाहिँ पछि हुन्छ. सो अर्ली डिसिजनमा मेरो छुट्टै टिचरहरूले लेखिदिनु भएको थियो कि रेकमेन्डेसन लेटर. त्यो बेलामा अब आई डिन्ट नो द्याट लाइक दे वर रङ चोइस फर मी के. पछि थाहा पाएँ द्याट you have to also consider how well that can that teacher write. So त्यही भएर lastमा I had to change the teacher. I requested some other teachers and then like totally change भएको थियो क्या मेरो recommendation letter second cycleमा. So it's so important that you consider like those two things while requesting the teachers, like who knows you well and who can write well. त्यो दुईटा कुरा चाहिँ consider गर्नुपर्छ. देन अनर्स, यो अनर्स चाहिँ खास गरी एजुकेसन सेक्सनमा कमन एप फिल गर्दाखेरि एजुकेसन सेक्सनमा यु फाइन्ड इट. एन्ड अनर्स भनेको चाहिँ देयर लुकिङ फर एकाडेमिक अनर्स के. त्यसमा वेयर यु क्यान लाइक show them which level of honor did you get, like national, school level, district level, त्यस्तो हुन्छ होइन. सो तिमीले त्यसरी if you have about it's also important part, okay? Honors are, let's say, it shows your achievements. Any achievement are is always they're good things in it. And so honors will help strengthen your application. But I think most important ones are like top four ones: grades, extracurricular activities, essays, and recommendation letters. The honors say केही हदसम्म चाहिँ it does affect your application. um, अनि there are like five honors that you can put in भइहाल्यो है. And personal essay. So personal essay को बारेमा चाहिँ अलिकति like I'll tell you some important points that like what does it mean actually, you know. It's important. Personal essay भन्ने बित्तिकै it's a reflection of yourself. You have to reflect back and think like what is your story, होइन. तिम्रो स्टोरी तिमीले आफूले न्यारेट गर्ने हो कि सो द्याट लाइक थिङ्क एउटा एप्लिकेसन पढेर एउटा सिट अफ पेपरमा तिमीले लेखेको कुरा पढेर चाहिँ द एडमिसन्स अफिसर्स दे आर like getting to know you, judging you, okay? So it's your chance to show them like the best you can about yourself, I know, like for a chance to get to know you better. So it's your chance, narrate your story well and show how you are unique, what sets you apart from all of the other applicants, and what makes you who you are today. Like, हुन्छ नि, different people have their like own set of things that have guided them so far. Mansani, how you have reached where you are today. So someone like maybe कसैको family memberबाट inspiration आएको होला, त्यसले shape गर्यो होला होइन. कसैको maybe a passion for something that might have like made them who they are today. त्यस्तो हुन्छ नि. So find the thing that connects to your life होइन. अनि yeah, show them like what makes you who you are today. यो क्वेसनहरूमा चाहिँ अलिकति रिफ्लेक्ट गऱ्यो भने I think you'll get the idea of like what to write in your personal essay. Next is like what shapes your dreams and aspirations. It's important that you show that you have some dreams, you have miles to go, you have to reach somewhere, तिम्रो destinations छ होइन. Like you have aspirations, तिम्रो passion देखाउनु पर्यो के. And then like why do you have passion in that particular field, त्यो पनि देखाउनु important छ. Next, what are the most important values in your life? मैले अघि पनि अलिकति भनिहालेँ होइन. Values play very important role in showing who you are, okay? So अब suppose मेरो कलेजको example दिन्छु है. My college, Wellesley College, is a totally women's college होइन. Women's college भएपछि obviously they have like certain values होइन, that like वुमेनहरूलाई चाहिँ अलि माने खालको होइन. वाइ डु यु वान्ट टु गो टु वुमेन्स कलेज भन्दा मेरो भ्याल्युज त मिल्नु पऱ्यो नि त उनीहरूको भ्याल्युजसँग अलिकति होइन. मिल्यो भने पो देल बी लाइक इट सोज द्याट द्याट कलेज इज द गुड फिट फर मी के. अनि मेरो कलेजमा कस्तो छ भने देयर आर लाइक सेट अफ भ्याल्युज द्याट इट स्ट्रिक्टली हुन्छ नि एम्ब्रेसेस खालको के. अनर कोड भन्ने छ. अनर कोड इज लाइक एउटा स्टेटमेन्ट छ where it's written that like I'll act with honesty, integrity र respect भन्ने के. तिनवटा यो honesty, integrity, respect. अनि while doing this I'm like dedicated to the well-being of my community. यो चारवटा कुरा honesty, integrity, respect र community भन्ने कुरा चाहिँ एकदम strongly believe गर्छ कि मेरो कलेजले चाहिँ. So now when I reflect back, I think I was able to show them through my application that these four values हुन्छ नि, यो चारवटा भ्याल्यु चाहिँ मैले मेरो म पनि मान्छु भनेर चाहिँ देखाएँ कि मैले मेरो एप्लिकेसनमा. सो आई थिङ्क द भ्याल्युज अलाइन गर्यो, द्याट्स वाइ आई गट एडमिटेड. त्यो मोस्ट इम्पोर्टेन्ट पार्टै मेरो एसेज थियो जस्तो लाग्यो होइन. सो it's very important that you consider about the values that the college upholds, I know. So that's important. And then what lessons have you learned over time? Obviously, like you might have made mistakes or like कुनै situation यस्तो आएको थियो होला where which taught you a great lesson. लाइक एकदम ठुलो हुनुपर्छ भन्ने पनि छैन, सानो सानो कुराहरूबाट पनि सिक्दै त जाने हो नि होइन. सो definitely you have a lot of learnings over time, like not like apart from the academic learning होइन, धेरै सिचुएसनको बारेमा त लाइक लाइफमा सिक्दै जाने त हो. सो think about the lessons, the values, अनि like your inspirations, अनि what is your story, अब what sets you apart, त्यही हो, यो कुराहरूमा रिफ्लेक्ट गऱ्यो भने चाहिँ आई थिङ्क that helps you draft your personal essay अलि smoothly or like in a right way भनौँ. And I already told you what connects the most to your life. There is something like for someone अघि भने मैले, it might be the passion होइन, कुनै एउटा activity होला which they put their head and heart into. अनि कसैलाई family member होला होइन, childhoodदेखि like grow up हुँदासम्म, like with whom you are the closest to, अनि that has impacted your life a lot, like made you who you are today. So यो कुराहरू चाहिँ find गर्न important छ कि. And this is all. I think I touched upon the general college application process and what to keep in mind while doing the college research and in the process of college application. So that's all. Thank you. If you have any, it's time for question and answers session. Uh, so I'd like to hand it over to Aditya.
So yeah, now we'll be taking questions and answers. So firstly, we'll be starting with taking questions from three of our members here at Math Nepal, and then we'll be taking questions from the comment section. So please, our viewers, all our learners who are seeing this video, you can comment down your questions in the Facebook page. There's a comment section. You can just comment your question, and we'll be picking up important questions and answering at the end of this session. So firstly, let's bring on our members who have specific questions to be asked to our Anjali. So, firstly, I would like to request Arnav Subedi.
Um, Hello, Didi. So my question is, um, does giving SAT and not giving SAT have any differences and disadvantages over college application process?
Oh, I'm sorry, I forgot to talk about SAT. किनकि like yeah, मेरो केसमा I didn't give SAT, I didn't take SAT as well, I didn't take IELTS. त्यो चाहिँ because कोभिडले गर्दा I think most of you know, like colleges, most of the US colleges and universities have gone test optional होइन.
Yep,
So
exactly.
if it's that, I really don't think it has disadvantages not taking SAT, किनकि यो त like circumstancesले गर्दा हो नि त. They have like यदि तिनीहरूले गरेको छ, like if they are giving the choice of like choosing like to take or not, then definitely they're not trying to put some students into advantage over the other नि त. त्यो त general सबैलाई उस्तै त हुन्छ नि त, application process and their selection criteriaहरू त उस्तै हुन्छ. So um, to answer your question, no, I don't think so.
Thank you. That's all.
So, now we have Jessica. Jessica, you can ask your question.
So, hello. Okay, so many colleges encourage you to interview with an admissions representative, seniors, or alumnus, Nita. So, as a part of college application, so what should I expect? What do you think I should expect in a college interview?
Okay, are you like having interview very soon, or is it?
Like, what type of questions should I anticipate?
Okay, I get your question. Okay, so usually yeah, I took an interview as well, right? That's very important part, किनकि imagine the whole college application what you're doing is you're like giving everything on paper नि त. अनि इन्टरभ्यू भनेपछि चाहिँ फेस टु फेस भएर रियलमा you're getting a chance to show them who you are. So त्यो चाहिँ एकदम इम्पोर्टेन्ट हुन्छ है लिनुको लागि. सो इफ देयर आर अप्सनल हुन्छ युजली कलेजहरूमा इन्टरभ्यू लिन, त्यो चाहिँ आई वुड रेकमेन्ड यु टु टेक इट है, अप्सनल भए पनि. अनि अब कस्तो क्वेसन्स भन्दाखेरि चाहिँ फर्स्ट अफ अल दे आस्क यु टु इन्ट्रोड्युस युर सेल्फ है. त्यो एकदम जेनरल क्वेसन हो. इन एभ्री इन्टरभ्युज यु गेट द्याट क्वेसन, इन्ट्रोड्युस युर सेल्फ, टेल मी समथिङ अबाउट युर सेल्फ भन्छ. एन्ड या सो त्यो त्यो बेलामा के ध्यान राख्नुपर्छ भन्दाखेरि यु टक अबाउट लाइक your name and everything, and then like your academic interest main कुरा भयो त्यो झल्काउनु पर्छ होइन. So that's it. अनि त्यसपछि they'll come to the another question which is your academic interest चाहिँ किन, like why do you want to study this, why are you interested in this one है. So त्यसको बारेमा you better be prepared होइन. त्यो त्यो like एकदम guaranteed question नै हो के, why are you interested to study this भनेर सोध्छ. And then त्यसपछि why this college, तिमीले कुन कलेजसँग इन्टरभ्यू लिइरहेछौ, वाइ दिस कलेज भनेर सोध्छ नि. लाइक वाट मोटिभेटेड यु टु अप्लाई टु दिस कलेज, अनि हाउ डिड यु फाइन्ड आउट अबाउट दिस कलेज एन्ड एभ्रिथिङ, त्यो सोध्छ है. कलेज रिलेटेड क्वेसन भयो. एन्ड देन लास्टली देल गिभ यु अ चान्स टु आस्क क्वेसन्स टु देम, which I think you must utilize that opportunity. Before interview you prepare some questions for them as well. हुन्छ नि त्यो त्यो गर्नको लागि इट्स इम्पोर्टेन्ट द्याट यु रिसर्च अबाउट द कलेज वेल बिफोर ह्यान्ड. अनि या त्यही हो क्वेसन्सहरू चाहिँ, त्यही हो एकाडेमिक इन्ट्रेस्टको बारेमा, कलेजको बारेमा मेनली.
Thank you.
So now we have Prasanna Dungana. So yeah, Prasanna, feel free to ask your question.
Hello. I wanted to ask you, what is the biggest mistake you think a student can make on the college application?
Okay. Biggest mistake that you can make is, I think, what I made personally during my college application process was I started very late. Hey? Because it sounds very easy, start early, सबैले भनिरहन्छ start early, but that plays very important role. It's so important that you start early. मैले गरेको थिइनँ start early, मैले gap year लिएँ, but then I didn't utilize the time. So last hour I had to rush for everything. Okay, like there were so many colleges, the college listed चुज गरेछ एकदम त्यो कलेज चाहिँ खतरा खतरा होइन, which have like supplement essaysहरू धेरै थियो. But then I didn't look into them early, so last momentमा गएर you don't get time to हुन्छ नि go over like multiple drafts and all. So I think it's important that you start early. अनि त्यो गऱ्यो भने चाहिँ या early भएपछि you get time for everything, अलि smoothly जान्छ. And then it's important that you reach out to people who know the process better and who have already gone through it. Reach out गर्नुपर्छ, ड्राफ्टहरू दिनुपर्छ एसेको पढ्नको लागि. And also find one person who is like एउटा मेन्टर जस्तै भनौँ न, त्यो एकजना मान्छे with whom you share the whole application. I think common appमा advisor section पनि छ गएर, you can add one advisor to the to your application portal. So त्यो गऱ्यो भने चाहिँ लाइक फेरि कस्तो हुन्छ कि if you share your essay with so many people नि, धेरैजनालाई सेयर गर्यो भने ओपिनियन्स धेरै आउँछ क्या, फिडब्याक धेरै आएपछि you start messing up पनि कुनै बेलामा चाहिँ. So it's important you find one person who has gone through the experience already, अलि experienced मान्छे खोजेर चाहिँ you submit your whole application. And then yeah, take feedback अनि work on them. अनि multiple draftsहरू बनाउनु चाहिँ it's important. मैले early decisionमा I submitted my first draft of essay. That was another big mistake. I would not suggest to do that to anyone है. त्यो essaysहरूमा चाहिँ multiple एकदम लास्टमा आएर मेरो essays, I think it was essay पनि कम्प्लिटली नै चेन्ज भएको थियो कि रेगुलर साइकलमा आउँदासम्म मेरो अर्लीको र रेगुलरको. सो अर्ली डिसिजन वाज टोटली मेस्ड अप मेरो लागि. एन्ड देन त्यो अर्ली डिसिजनको रिजल्ट आएपछि चाहिँ आई स्टार्टेड वर्किङ रियली हार्ड टुवर्ड्स माई कलेज एप्लिकेसन. अनि या सो द्याट्स इट.
सो मैले अझै यति अझै फलोअप क्वेसन जस्तै सोध्न खोजेको लाइकहरूले भन्नुभयो नि अर्ली अझै अर्ली चाहिँ स्टार्ट गर्न पर्यो लाइक कति मन्थ जति गर्दाखेरि राम्रो हुन्छ
It's already September now. If you're planning for 2022 cycle, I think by now you should have had some drafts. Say, it's never late. Start गर्यो भने अहिलेदेखि पनि you have time. होइन, if you work towards it like fully एकदम ध्यान दिएर गर्यो भने चाहिँ I think you can do that. I think ideal would be like maybe 3 months early जतिदेखि सुरु गर्यो भने आई थिङ्क द्याट गिभ्स यु एनफ टाइम त्यति बेलासम्म बट यु हेभ टु बी कन्सिस्टेन्ट टुवर्ड्स यर वर्क अब आज गऱ्यो 3 महिना अगाडि आज सुरु गऱ्यो अनि नगरिकन राखेर पछि फेरि गऱ्यो भने त द्याट्स लाइक नो पोइन्ट अफ डुइङ द्याट सो या
थ्याङ्क यू
So, Anjali, I also had one question to you. So my question is that how important is it that our ECAs have to be coherent with the major that we are choosing? Like I am quite interested in computer science, and if my ECAs are like diverse, say it touches arts, it touches history, it touches mathematics, every other disciplines, and also touches computer science. How important it is that our ECAs must be coherent with our major, or is it not important?
ओके नट इम्पोर्टेन्ट चाहिँ होइन आई थिङ्क इट इज इम्पोर्टेन्ट द्याट इट अलाइन्स विथ यर मेजर बट लाइक फेरि एक्स्ट्रा एक्टिभिटिज भनेकै त एक्स्ट्रा छ नि त अब लाइक देयर युआर फ्री टु चुज वाट लाइक energizes you होइन केमा तिम्रो लाइक वाट यु इन्जोय डुइङ त्यो त you're free to choose neither so it's not even that important it has to align with your major तर गर्यो भने चाहिँ that's गुड बेटर भनौँ न गरेको चाहिँ राम्रो तर यदि गरेन भने पनि लाइक फर इक्जाम्पल अब हुन्छ नि मान्छेहरूको अब एक्स्ट्रा इन्ट्रेस्ट अब एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलरमा अर्कै इन्ट्रेस्ट अब सकरमा एकदमै धेरै इन्ट्रेस्ट होला बट लाइक यतापट्टि अब टेक्निकल साइडमा अब फर इक्जाम्पल कम्प्युटर साइन्समा एकदम धेरै होला होइन इन्ट्रेस्ट एकाडेमिकली चाहिँ उतातिर फोकस भएको छ एक्स्ट्रा करिकुलरतिर सकरतिर भएको छ अरे अब if you've given time to soccer and computer science as well, it shouldn't affect in a bad way. Okay, त्यो गर्नै हुँदैन मेजरसँगै अलाइन गर्नै पर्छ भन्ने हार्ड एन्ड फास्ट रुल छैन बट देन इफ इट अलाइन्स आई थिङ्क द्याट्स बेटर मेरो केसमा भन्दाखेरि पनि आई ह्याड कस्तो एक्टिभिटिज मैले सिएस होइन सिएसको लागि गरेँ होइन बट माई एक्टिभिटिज वर त्यस्तो खासै नै केही थिएन कि आई ह्याड डान्स होइन द्याट आई लभ डुइङ त्यो चाइल्डहुडदेखि गरेको थिएँ आई ह्याड बिन कन्टिन्युइङ द्याट सिन्स भेरी लङ टाइम अनि डान्स थियो अब द्याट डजन्ट अलाइन नो वेयर अलाइन्स विथ कम्प्युटर साइन्स बट द्याट वर्क राइट सो त्यो हुन्छ कि वाट यु इन्जोय डुइङ त्यसको लागि कति टाइम दिएको छ हाउ मच यु are able to हुन्छ नि give time to the things that you love except studies भन्ने कुरा त हेर्न खोजेको हो नि त त्यसबाट so it's okay if it does not align.
Yeah, perfectly fine. I wanted to add one supplemental question to this. Like, if we are if we are confused upon what major we are going to take, what are your thoughts on like deciding writing major as undecided?
Undecided मलाई मेरो एप्लिकेसन प्रोसेस मेरो एक्सपिरियन्सबाट भन्नुपर्दा चाहिँ I kind of did that during the early cycle and मलाई जसले गाइड गर्नुभयो उहाँहरूले चाहिँ they suggested me not to do that अहिलेसम्म मेरो के थियो भन्दा 12सम्म साइन्सतिर नै इन्क्लाइन थियो कि सबै तर आई नट टेकन सिएस के सिएस मैले लिएकै थिइनँ होइन त्यति बेलासम्म अनि तर सिएस पढ्छु भन्ने थिएँ अनि आई काइन्ड अफ रोड पछि फेरि अनडिसाइडेड पनि लेखेको थिएँ एन्ड देन दे सजेस्टेड मी त्यो एप्लिकेसन एडमिसन पाइसकेपछि यु क्यान स्विच यर मेजर एनी टाइम त्यो फिल्ड अफ स्टडी यु क्यान स्विच के त्यो स्विच गर्न मिलिहाल्छ होइन सो इट्स नट अ बिग डिल अनि त्यही भएर चाहिँ त्यो हेरेर अनडिसाइडेड लेख्नुभन्दा बेटर चाहिँ अहिलेसम्म तिम्रो कतातिर टिल्ट भएको छ एप्लिकेसन त्योतिर अप्लाई गर्दा चाहिँ राम्रो हुन्छ भनेर दे सजेस्टेड विच आई फलोड एन्ड इट वर्क सो आई वुड
Yeah,
से
yeah,
द्याट
perfectly fine. Yeah, thank you so much. So let's move forward to taking comments from the Facebook. So probably you are seeing the comments. You can choose it and just reply it. Eh?
alright okay so the first question is from Ayush. It says, how does location difference, urban, suburban, and rural affect student life? Right? अब मैले भने नि कस्तो भन्दा स्टुडेन्ट अपर्च्युनिटिजमा हो कि बिगेस्ट इम्प्याक्ट पार्ने भनेको चाहिँ रुरल एरियामा के हुन्छ भन्दाखेरि लाइक कनेक्सनै हुँदैन कि अब कस्तो भन्दा आई हियर मेरो फ्रेन्ड्सहरू पनि छ कि देयर आर लाइक फ्यु फ्रेन्ड्स वर इन रुरल साइडतिर पनि अनि अपर्च्युनिटिजै हुँदैन फर स्टुडेन्ट्स है अनि कस्तो अर्को कुरा चाहिँ कस्तो अपर्च्युनिटिज भन्नाले अब स्टुडेन्टको लागि के हुन्छ इन्टर्नसिप भयो अनि अब नेपाली हाउस होल्डमा मेबी अपेरेन्टली सबै पैसा पेरेन्ट्सले तिरेर पढ्ने कोही पनि हुँदैन यु निड जब टु सस्टेन युर सेल्फ होइन जब पाउँदैन रुरल एरियामा अनि त्यही हो दुईवटा कुरा चाहिँ हो मोस्टली इम्पोर्टेन्ट कुरा अनि इन्टर्नसिपले चाहिँ कसरी एफेक्ट गर्छ भन्दा इट्स internships are very important part of your undergrad life के college life को एकदम important part हो because that decides your job opportunities later on के तिमीले त्यो तिम्रो prospect of jobs के so त्यसको लागि त्यसमा इम्प्याक्ट गर्छ सो त्यो दुईवटा कुरा जब र त्यो इन्टर्नसिप्स एन्ड अपार्ट फ्रम द्याट अल्सो कस्तो हुँदो रहेछ भन्दाखेरि कलेज इज एकदमै स्ट्रेसफुल हुन्छ कि स्टडिज एन्ड यु निड ब्रेक समटाइम्स होइन त्यो ब्रेकको लागि इफ देयर इज नथिङ आइसोलेटेड कस्तो हुँदो रहेछ भन्दा कलेजहरू जङ्गलको बिचतिर हुने के जङ्गल अब लिटरली जङ्गल भन्दा पनि केही छैन कि अब बाहिरतिर सप्सहरू नहुने केही पनि नहुने अलि इजी एक्सेस हुँदैन कि केही कुराको पनि त्यस्तोमा सो डेफिनेटली आई वुड रेकमेन्ड अलि अर्बनतिर चाहिँ राम्रो हो or suburban can be fine too in terms of student opportunities and job opportunities. Next is Arnav Subedi. Is it too late or already? It's never too late. If you start now, I think you have time. Above so I started like मेरो early cycle एकदम completely messed up भएर I did totally different set of application for my regular cycle त्यति बेला कति टाइम थियो 1 महिना टाइम थियो होइन so within that 1 month like I could do that भनेपछि it's not late चाहिँ छैन तर it would have been better if you had started early तर if you were like totally decided अब गर्छु भनेर अहिलेदेखि गर्यो भने पनि you can do fine. Ayush asks, what kind of ECAs do you recommend students to be involved in? Firstly, while they're in college, and then in a gap year. How do you think your grades ECAs help you get chances in the college application? About what kind of ECAs भन्दा I think त्यो kind of ECAsले चाहिँ फरक पार्दैन होइन because they are ECAs नि त ECAs त you're like choosing what you love to do so त्यस्तो kind of ECAs हुँदैन but then yeah some colleges को चाहिँ ट्रेन्ड कस्तो रहेछ भन्दा MIT है इक्जाम्पल MITले चाहिँ ओलम्पियाडहरूलाई एकदम धेरै भ्याल्यु गर्दो रहेछ कि so that depends on colleges what kind of ECAs they want if they affect they shouldn't affect what kind of भनेर चाहिँ तर if they do then that depends on college totally कस्तो खालको ECA कुन कलेजले भ्याल्यु गर्छ बढी भन्ने हुन्छ कि so yeah त्यो भइहाल्यो अब I would recommend you to take part in anything and everything that you enjoy doing okay अब तर anything and everything भन्ने बित्तिकै like हुन्छ नि 1 month you do this another month you do that अलिअलि जस्तो सबै गर्नुभन्दा चाहिँ be consistent with one or two होइन या त्यही हो एक दुईटामा अलि लङ टर्मसम्म डेडिकेटेड भयो भने चाहिँ आई थिङ्क द्याट्स बेटर देन डुइङ अल काइन्ड अफ एक्टिभिटिज बिङ इन्भल्भ एभ्रिवेयर त्यही हो अनि या ग्याप इयरमा कस्तो ECAs गर्न मिल्छ ग्याप इयरमा आई थिङ्क most of them like एकदम easily accessible भनेको tutoring हो है. Tutoringले पनि अब it's earning as well, तर that's helpful in college application as well के त्यसले कस्तो देखाउँछ भन्दाखेरि if you are tutoring then तिम्रो एकाडेमिक साइडबाट चाहिँ ग्याप अलि भएको छैन जस्तो देखाउँछ कि हुन्छ नि युआर स्टिल इन टच विथ एकाडेमिक्स जस्तो खालको देखाउँछ सो द्याट इम्प्याक्ट्स इन अ गुड वे सो ट्युटरिङ इज हाइली रिकमेन्डेबल हाउ डु यु थिङ्क your grades ECS भयो होइन help you get chances in the college application I already talked about this grades are so important ECAs are equally important मैले भनिहालेँ के देखाउँछ भन्दाखेरि your dedication ग्रेड्सले त एकाडेमिक अब you're applying for academic degree so academicsमा राम्रो हुनै पर्यो होइन that's obviously there अनि Ayush what websites and resources do you recommend students to get more info about application process websites र resources भन्दा I think there's college vine को blog college vine छ होइन college vine is highly helpful for essays अनि वेबसाइट्स भनेको चाहिँ आई थिङ्क कलेजकै वेबसाइटहरूबाट हेर भन्छु है कलेज रिसर्च गर्दाखेरि चाहिँ एन्ड देन देयर इज अल्सो कमन डेटा सेट भन्ने छ बट आई डेन्ट युज द्याट है मैले चाहिँ युज गरेन मैले कलेज भाइन एकदम धेरै युज गरेको थिएँ सो आई नो अबाउट द्याट अनि just type it in the Google, you'll get a lot of like resources. So top resources or the website or so you'll find multiple access to like a lot of websites and all that talk about college application process. So yeah, that's there. एन्ड मेन भनेको कमन एप डट org भइहाल्यो डाइरेक्ट तिमीलाई यदि अगाडिदेखि नै त्यो हेर्न थाले पनि हुन्छ इफ युआर नट स्टिल हुन्छ नि इफ यु हेभ नट अलरेडी स्टार्टेड applying to colleges then even then you can look up the common app को account बनाएर चाहिँ you can like research college research पनि criteriaहरू त्यही देखाउँछ कि when you add the colleges you can see what those colleges need for application भनेर so yeah it's helpful if you kind of look into common app from early अनि ED कस्तो कलेजमा हाल्नु पर्छ ED कस्तो कलेजमा हाल्नु पर्छ भन्दा आई थिङ्क अब त्यसमा पनि दुईटा एस्पेक्टबाट हेर्न मिल्छ है एउटा इडीमा आरडी जस्तो कम्पिटिसन हुँदैन सो इन द्याट सेन्स अब आफ्नो टप चोइसमा हानेको राम्रो इफ देयर इज अ कलेज विच यु फिल लाइक आई हेभ टु गेट इन्टु त्यो छ भने चाहिँ त्यो एस्पेक्टबाट हेर्दा टप चोइसमा हानेको राम्रो बट अगेन इडीमा गर्दाखेरि इट्स द फर्स्ट एप्लिकेसन सो देयर इज अ हाई चान्स द्याट कस्तो भन्दाखेरि यु स्टिल डोन्ट नो यर मिस्टेक्स जस्तो खालको पनि हुन्छ कि सो त्योले हेर्दाखेरि चाहिँ अलि सेकेन्ड चोइस जस्तो हानेको चाहिँ बेटर सो द्याट इभन इफ द्याट फेल्स होइन यु गेट अनदर चान्स टु वर्क on your application and like improve it so that तिम्रो टप चोइसमा चाहिँ त्योभन्दा अलि स्ट्रङ एप्लिकेसन स्ट्रङ्गर एप्लिकेसन चाहिँ पठाउने चान्स पाउँछौ भनेर चाहिँ सो अनि जेनरल कस्तो हुन्छ भन्दा देयर आर two types of colleges that two types of colleges or universities होइन एउटा चाहिँ एउटा लाइक निड ब्लाइन्ड हुन्छ र निड अवेर हुन्छ निड ब्लाइन्ड युनिभर्सिटिज or कलेजेसले चाहिँ के गर्छ भन्दाखेरि no matter what your financial situation is that doesn't affect your application so that's need blind right admission the college application ma selection हुँदाखेरि चाहिँ they don't look into your financial aid application okay so they're like assessed separately भनौँ न अनि need aware मा चाहिँ अब suppose if there are two students who have same level of academic qualifications extracurricular activities and everything but student A can pay 20,000 per year and student B can pay only 5,000 per year then student A gets the chance कि जसले धेरै पैसा तिर्न सक्यो त्यसलाई लिन्छ कि निड अवेरहरूमा त्यस्तो हुन्छ but this doesn't mean that you shouldn't apply to need aware schools Wellesley itself is a need aware one But yeah, so if everything, your application is strong, you have a chance in need aware schools as well. Need blind say US ma धेरै छैन. There are only like handful of colleges, 6 वटा होला. So look into that. And if you have to apply to need based scholarship, financial aid, need based financial aid apply गर्नु छ भने, usually common app accept गर्ने कलेजहरूले they accept CSS profile, cssprofile.org. त्यसमा you have to fill in the details of like everything related to your finances of your household, like parents go income, expenditures, and your expected family contribution towards your educational costs. त्यो सबै fill गरेर submit गर्नुपर्छ. Yeah, that's the way. And then also, like, if usually colleges don't provide need based scholarship, they have merit based scholarship. So merit based scholarship मा चाहिँ usually तिनीहरूले के हेर्छ भन्दा ग्रेड्सहरू र एसएटी स्कोर हेर्छ है. एसएटी स्कोर लाइक त्यही भएर चाहिँ एसएटी दिएको एडभान्टेज भनेको चाहिँ यु क्यान अप्लाई फर मेरिट बेस्ड स्कलरसिप धेरैवटा कलेजहरूमा. लाइक दे क्यान गो अप टु फुल राइड इफ यु हेभ एकदमै खतरा स्कोर सेट स्कोर छ भने चाहिँ यु माइट गेट फुल स्कलरसिप एज वेल. त्यही भइहाल्यो.
So yeah, we have come to the end of this session. I think it was a wonderful experience to everyone. I would again like to thank Anjali for taking some time out of her busy schedule and coming and attending this session for us. We are really very privileged to have you. Hi.
Thank you so
Um,
much for inviting me. It was it's a pleasure.
Probably we can end the meeting now. All our learners, all our viewers, stay tuned with our all the updates by following our Facebook or Discord server. And in the further days our website will also be launched. So whenever our website will be launched, all our meeting related details will be there, so you can be knowing about our latest updates from our websites as well. So yeah, this was from Math Nepal for now. Stay tuned for our upcoming videos, upcoming sessions. For now, we would like to say goodbye to everyone. Thank you.